So I think we can continue, guys. I'm gonna I want to delete this fillet one and switch to the next tool, which is edge fillet. Okay, edge fillet. So what is the difference between this shape fillet and edge fillet? On edge fillet, I should select only one object, which is actually which should be actually only an edge. So in this case, I am not able to select any edge because these surfaces are absolutely independent. So to use this edge fillet, I should create a join between two surfaces. Okay, I click on join and add the join definition list here surfaces, which is extract 3 and maybe extract 5. Okay, click on OK. So I have created join 6 here, and now extract 3 and extract 5 are hidden. So it means this surface is what we see are only join 6. So I click on uh, this edge fillet and select this edge between these two subsurfaces. Okay, only this, just one edge. Okay, and define a radius, fillet radius. Let's say once again it's going to be 20 millimeters. And click on OK, click on preview, and I have here the same result. Okay, this two uh, uh, works like this. To create edge fillet, which is second tool, I need to select only one edge. To create shape fillet, I need to select uh, two surfaces on two sides of edge. Okay, I delete edge fillet 1 and switch into next tool, which is variable fillet. Okay, what does it mean? I can create a fillet. I can create a fillet here, but the radius of the fillet will be different on each point. Okay, uh, I click on the variable fillet, select an edge of joint 6 in my case. Okay, and I can click on preview. So like this, uh, and where was this here? If I come closer to these fillets, I have here a little information of radius, which is 20 on this point, and on the other side, there is exactly like this information of radius 20. Okay, I cannot change any radius here. There is only one radius here. Okay, I can double click on this radius on my workspace, double click, and change its radius into maybe 30 millimeters like this. Click on OK and click on preview, and let's make the radius on the other side smaller. Let's say it will be 5 millimeters, and click on OK and click on preview. If I click on OK, as you can see, the radius of the fillet is changed from this point to this point. Okay, and somewhere here maybe, so the radius here is 30, the radius here is 5. Maybe somewhere here it is 5. Maybe somewhere here it is 30, 25. Maybe 20 here. Something like this. Okay. I can add somewhere in the middle another points. So let's look at this. I click on edge fillet 2, which is actually a variable fillet, and delete it. Okay, and I'm gonna create a points on this curve, which is actually an edge of joint 6. Okay, uh, I click on point, and I'm gonna create a point on a curve. This one, second point. As a curve, I select this edge of 6, joint 6. And the first point, let's say first point will be here, somewhere here. Click on OK. And I'm going to select another point, once again on a curve. And it will be somewhere here. Okay, and click on OK. So, let's back to variable fillet. I click on variable fillet, select this curve as an edge, okay, and here by default there are 2 points which are actually starting and ending points here, okay, and on this both points the radius of fillet is for now 5 millimeters. I can change it by double clicking. Okay, I double click on this side and make it is radius as 30 millimeters, and maybe I can click on preview. So and here on this list next to points I can add another points. Okay, I just select these 2 elements next to points here and click on uh, point 4 and point 5. Now I have selected 4 points, okay, and the radius of the fillet on these points are also defined as 30 millimeters because here the last change of radius is 30. I can double click on this uh, points and change their radiuses. Let's say this radius will be 50 millimeters and this one will be okay, something like maybe 10 millimeters, and this one will be okay, 10 20 millimeters, something like this, and click on preview and click on OK. See how the radius of fillet changes. Here the radius is 20, on this point is it is 10, on this point it is 50, and on this point it is 30. So probably uh, uh, you will not be you will not use this tool so much, but it is really useful when you are uh, designing some parts uh, uh, where uh, the mm, uh, the important point is not a construction, but important point is let's say how your part you are designing looks. Okay, you can try it. It is really interesting tool. So I just delete this edge fill 3. Okay, and let's look at another tools of creating fillet. So this one, Hordal fillet. There is other tools, maybe Here the interesting one will be this one. I'm not gonna look at this too. Maybe they are interesting, but since we don't have enough time, I'm gonna show you this hurdle one and this tangent fillet. Okay, so what is hurdle? Fillet? So, okay, let's click on cancel. I'm gonna delete all these things, okay, and create a joint between these two surfaces. Okay, so I click on hurdle fillet. As an edge fillet, I'm gonna select this one. Okay, and here instead of radius, I should define a length, hurdle length. Okay, uh, right now the hurdle length is 20 millimeters. Uh, let's change it to maybe 50 millimeters. I click on preview and okay. So what does that mean? Okay, let's make this extract 5 hidden. I double click on this hurdle and let's look at this from front. Actually not from front, from right side, like this. Okay, this is 50 millimeters, this one. Okay, actually this is the straight distance between this point and this point. Okay, I click on OK and try to measure the distance between these 2 points manually. I use this tool, which is measure between tool, actually with the icon of ruler. Okay, and click this point, click on this point, and see, here is the distance. Okay, here is the distance of 50 millimeters, exact distance. So I click on OK and double click on edge fillet. So this is the definition. This is the definition of hurdle length. In my case, of 50 millimeters. So I click on OK. Click on OK. Delete this edge fillet 4. Okay, and switch into another tool. Let's look at this one, which is retangent fillet. So I hide this joint 7. Make sure this pad 1. Okay, and maybe create or extract surfaces for another surfaces from this pad. So I double click on extract, double click, okay, select this surface, click on OK, select this surface, click on OK, select this one and click on OK, and select this one and click on OK, and click on cancel. So I have created another 4 extract surfaces. So what does this tool do? Okay, if I click on 3 tangent fillet, I should select only this surface maybe and the surface from opposite side like this. Actually it says it is difficult to create okay, it is difficult to create it is impossible to create a tangent fillet using this tool. Okay, I just click on cancel, delete all these things, okay, and create another body or like this maybe, and extrude this to maybe 250 millimeters like this. Maybe I make this sketch a bit smaller just like this, okay, and click on OK. So I have created this kind of box. So to tangent fillet, select this side, select another side, and I'm going to select a face to remove, which is this one, okay. And if I click on preview, uh, look at here. On this window, there is no any options where I should define a radius. Radius is uh, uh, automatically computed. Okay, if I click on OK, uh, between these two, a fillet is created. Okay, if I double click on sketch and change it a bit, let's say I delete this uh, horizontality coincidence and make this line a bit like this. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So a fillet between these two surfaces are created. So let's create another three-tangent fillet on the other side of my box here. Click on three-tangent fillet. I select this surface, okay, okay, and I'm gonna select this face to remove. Okay, click on preview and click on OK. See what happens. So actually, exactly this kind of tool we can see on part design. So let's back to part design. So start part design, and this tool is here, which is this one, tangent fillet. Okay. Actually, there is also horizontal fillet. So here there is also very variable radius fillet here. So these tools are similar. Okay, let's test this. For now I just mm, okay, I just make hidden this tangent fillet 2. Okay, and create a pad using this sketch. First I make this part body as a work object. Okay, so and click on pad, select this sketch and click on OK. So and create a tangent fillet. Select this opposite sides and select another side to remove and click on OK. See the result? The results are same. And on the other side, for example, like this, like what is this? Like this, and face to remove is this. Okay. So see the results are absolutely similar. I just delete this part too. Okay, and back to generative shape design mode. So actually I have finished with these fillets, and I can let's look at these tools, which are actually named transformations. Okay, which is inside of operations. Let's drag this transformation toolbar and drop it here. Okay, so I have here on my tree of specifications sketch 9. Okay, and make them okay, open them. So what can I do with them? Okay, I make hidden extrude 4, or actually it is better, it is actually better to delete all these things and create another surface. So let's start to create a sketch on this maybe YZ plane, and sketch will be something like this maybe. Okay, and I try to create an extrude extrude like this. So what uh, what is what are these tools about? So the first one is transformation, the second one is rotation, the third one is creating symmetry, the fourth one is scaling, and so on. Affinity, axis to axis, and so on. So we are going to look at maybe these four. Maybe let's try to use them. Translate. To translate, I can select as element a surface, maybe a curve, or maybe a sketch. Sketch can be defined as curve. Okay, let's try to translate a sketch for sketch 10. This is actually a curve. Okay, and I should define here the direction. Let's right click on no selection next to direction and select maybe z-axis. Okay, and I can move them using my mouse on my workspace, or I can here define an exact value for a distance. Let's say it's gonna be 150 and click on OK. It is okay. Actually, it is moved, but the original one is kept. The original one is not removed. Okay, what does that mean? Why it is so? So, okay, let's move all these things to into geometrical set one. Okay, it is not possible. So it is not crucial. Let's leave them extrude 5 and translate 1 inside of part body. It is not crucial. Why this sketch 10 is not removed? Okay, if I don't need this sketch 10, I can just right click and make it hidden like this. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have physical parameters, and it cannot change any physical parameters in my 3D object. Okay, so that's why it is better not to remove this uh, original one. If I want, I can just right click and make it hidden. Okay, so uh, let's try to translate a surface, which is maybe this one. Okay, so once again click on translate and select this surface, extrude 5. Okay, and right click on null selection next to direction. Okay, and maybe select let's say let's select y component. Okay, so as you can see here, another surface, another surface. So uh, like this, or maybe even this. So let's define the distance as 300. Click on preview and click on OK. So another surface as translate 2 is created, but the original one is not removed, which is extrude 5. Once again, it is not so crucial. It doesn't have this, since this is a surface. It doesn't have any physical parameters. It has only a shape which can be used uh, to create body, volume, and so on. But it is not a body. It doesn't have any physical parameters, so that's why it is not removed. And if I want, if I don't want to see it on my work screen, I can just right click on extrude 5 on this surface on tree of specification and make it hidden like this. Okay, so exactly like this, I can use this next tool, which is called rotate. Okay, I can select this surface and rotate it around any axis. Okay, let's try it. Rotate, select this surface as an element. Okay, here I should define an axis. It can be maybe okay, z-axis. Let's try z-axis and rotate it to maybe 90 degrees. So click on preview. So the result is this one. Okay. So in my case, the result here is surface. Let's try what happens if I click on volume here and click on preview. Actually, nothing happens. Okay. Uh, so nothing is changed. Okay. Let's try minus 90 degrees instead of 90 degrees, something like this. Okay, so once again, as you can see, the original one, this one in my case is translate to, is not removed. That means if I want, I can just right click and make it hidden. Okay, let's make shown this extrude 5. So and probably let's try to rotate also this extrude 5. Okay, rotate extrude 5 and I want to rotate it around the y axis to okay, 90 degrees is okay, and click on OK. So and I delete this rotate 2 and also I delete this rotate 1. And I also don't need this translate 2. Okay, maybe translate 1, which is actually this curve is also needed. So let's create an interesting thing. I use this scaling tool and select this extrude 5 as a scaling element, and as a reference I should select a point maybe. Okay, right click on node selection next to reference and I create a point, and let's create a point using coordinates and it will be on 0 0 0. Okay, and click on OK. So the ratio will be, let's say, maybe 0.5, something like this, and click on preview. Here, as you can see, uh, a surface uh, 2 times smaller is created. So what I'm gonna do here, what I want to do here, I just create lines using these corner points. Okay, like this. I just double click on line here and this one. Okay, click on OK. This one, click on OK, and this one, click on OK. So, and now click on cancel. Okay, I'm gonna create a fillets actually using these geometries here. First fillet will be inside of this this, and this. Okay, click on OK. So the next one, actually I double click on fill. So the next fill will be inside of this and this. Okay, click on OK. Next fill here. So just like this. And finally the last one will be inside of this. Okay, and click on OK. So actually, okay, let's make these lines hidden. Actually, what is this? It is a volume. Actually, it is not a volume. Inside this surfaces, there is an empty space. So I can fill this empty space using a tool inside of part design mode. Okay, so before I should create a join using all these 6 surfaces. Okay, I click on join. The first original one is this one, extrude 5, which is this one. The second one is this one, scaling 1. Okay, and others fill 2, fill 3, fill 4, and fill 5, and click on OK. So I have created a join 8. Okay, so now I want to open part design, start part design, and using this join 8, I'm gonna create 3D object, 3D body. Okay, inside of this join 8, there is an empty space, as I said before. So this empty space will be filled using this tool, close surface. If I click on this closed surface, okay, this warning message is not so important for me, because it says that uh, body cannot be created inside of geometrical set, and it should be created inside of part body. Okay, so I just click on OK, and here on this closed surface definition window, I should select only one element, which is an object to close. So as an object to close, I select this join 8. Okay, and click on OK. So I make this join 8 hidden, and see 3D object is created. Now it is a 3D object. I can define it is physical parameters, like maybe where it is. Where is the material? Okay, this one. Open a material library, and define, apply one of these materials. Click on apply, click on OK, and look at this. Look at its visualization with the material like this. So it has now its physical parameters. It is volume, and it is okay, shading parameters, and so on. If I want to measure its physical parameters, there is an option here. There is a tool here, measure inertia. I click on this and select this closed surface in my case, and here I see all physical parameters. Area is this one, mass is this one, uh, surfacic mass this one, center of gravity, and the inertia matrix, principal moments, and so on. I just click on OK. I don't need this, and maybe I can back to my standard visualization. Even I can just even delete this material. Okay. Uh, okay, and hide this closed surface and show this join 8. So I just create a sketch anywhere, uh, something like this maybe. Okay, and I create a pad, which is actually will be a cylinder like this. So there is a tool named uh, like this, name it apply material. Can you find it? Look for it and find it. So if you open this, you have opened library, and this library can only read, so you cannot change it. Okay, so uh, you just select one of these materials, maybe chroma, maybe copper. This is metal, uh, or let's open construction. There are a lot of construction materials. Okay, even like this, wall of bricks, concrete, pavement, wall of castle, wood roof, maybe even wire or wood. Uh, a lot of materials. Let's select one of them. Let's select this brass. I drag and drop this material on my pad. Okay, and click on apply material and click on OK. So okay, now uh, under my part body there is a material, name it brass. So that means all elements under this part body uh, will be made on brass. Okay, okay, if I want to look at this material view, here there is a visualization style like this. I open it and select this one, shading with material. Okay, and I can see it is material view. Even this pad color maybe is red, but if I select this option, the material view is shown. And if I back using this one of this one, I can see now it is colored as red. Okay,